All right, hello, everybody. Welcome. Today is going to be so exciting because I'm going to swatch some tops to nail polishes. I'm also going to do my nails at some point in the stream. My thought is I'm going to swatch polish tops until I get bored, and then I'll do something else. Hello, Spadazzles. Hello, Our Lady. How are y'all? How are you two? I see that Our Lady is dripping in top coat, dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. I forgot to put on lipstick, so excuse me. Excuse me while I make my lips actually visible. I'm wearing my beautiful I Love Edging shirt. I always have a hard time figuring out when to wear this shirt. Man, my skin is really dry. I took off my nose ring last night, and I forgot to put it back on. My face is an absolute mess. But the good news is that the camera really fixes it right up. My camera and lighting and everything really helps make my skin look better. Hello, Luna. Hello, Holly. By the way, I am so excited. So today is technically the first stream of Psychtember. And I know that we had a stream on the 1st, but that was like Polish Pickup Bingo. That was a day late. So today is the start of Psychtember. And I was like, should I do a mani around Psychtember? Should I do that today? And then I was just like, fuck, man, I really want to just like, there's so many polishes that I have not put into their final home because I just have not swatched their caps. Like, literally, I have Pumpkin Vibes by Kathleen & Co. from this time last year sitting directly in front of me. No swatch on the cap. You are going to be lurking dyeing your hair. Exciting. You gotta tell me what color you're dyeing it, though. Them's the rules. So yeah, I got my little cabochons, and I don't know if I'm gonna actually be putting the cabochons on the bottles today, or if I'm just going to like do this and then my captions are showing over in my eyes, so I need to like turn that off, or else I'll never stop looking at the captions and be like, what is it saying I'm saying? Oh my god. Yeah, how's everybody's week's been? I'm just gonna get into like swatching these because I just like, this is what I'm feeling today, and I never have time. I mean, I guess I do have some time to just swatch. I'm starting off with Kathleen & Co. Pumpkin Vibes. I love this. I love this polish. It is one of the coolest multi-chromes I have. It is very shifty, but we do like to call it caramel apple vibes because it really gives caramel apple more than it gives pumpkin. This is the one I'm wearing right now. Oh my god. There is like, I don't know why there's so much black on my finger right now. Where did you come from? Where did this come from? Where does it go? Why is it happening, Cotton Eye Joe? I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, we had a really good Polish Pickup Bingo. We raised like $50 or $60 for Trans Lifeline. Jeremy and I just decided to do Trans Lifeline again because it's a charity that we both love. But yeah, it's the first day. Hello, plants. Hello. It is the first day of Psychtember, and I'm so excited because tonight we are going to be watching Satyricon, which is a fucking wild movie. An absolutely wild movie, and I'm just so excited to share it with y'all. For reals. It's very, very bizarre and definitely psychedelic. And it does take place in ancient Rome, which was very problematic. And it was made in Italy in the 60s, which was not an unproblematic time and place. So you do got to go in there prepared that you might be like, oh, really? Oh, But also at the same time, it's just like 100% a vibe. And I love it. I love that it's 100% a vibe. How is work going, plants? Plants, I'm not at liberty to say what happened in somebody's backyard, but people are finding, you found that very special toy in your backyard. I found a back massager in my car. And someone else we know found an entire man in their backyard, possibly doing something. Yeah. The backyards aren't safe, y'all. The backyards, they're not safe. By the way, I just went in with Slay the Milky Way by Zombie Claw. I don't even remember. I just got this. Was it time travel? Was it the time travel theme? I don't know. An entire man. You need to get a backyard. Yeah, if you get a backyard, it'll just be a gift that keeps on giving. Technically, my item was found in my backyard too, because the place that we park is like technically in our backyard. So really, it's just all backyards all the way down. I'm going in right now with frickin' Wet and Wild, Fast Dry. What was the name? Sagrina the Teenage Witch. How could I have forgotten Sagrina the Teenage Witch? Like, what a frickin' name. He may or may not have been stealing lemons. May or may not have been stealing lemons. May or may not have been a whore. These are things that we don't know. These are things that we have to just like kind of decide on our own, I guess. We've got to make our own headcanon. Luckily, I've never found a whole man in my backyard. Thank goodness. I mean, I've seen a whole man in my backyard. There have been whole men in my backyard, but like never as a surprise, which I really appreciate, actually. I really appreciate that. I love my ashes when they cremate me so much. Pretty much at any given time, I just want to wear this nail polish. I just want to wear this one. And I don't know what it is about it. I think part of it is that it's in the Great Lakes Lacquer bottle. And in my opinion, you just cannot get better than the Great Lakes Lacquer bottle. That's just like, it's just the best bottle there is. The lemons aren't safe. You're so right. Unexpected whole men in my backyard. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Sometimes there's whole men in there and I'm just like, oh, I've been expecting you, whole man. Or I've been expecting you, whole man. I don't know. I'm very excited though about Satyricon, although there will be people in my house while I'm watching Satyricon. Expected people, perhaps even an expected whole man. Because this house has been like honestly hopping recently. Honestly hopping. This is Lion's Mane. It's Lion's Mane, right? Yes, from Cadillacquer, which was like a pretty old shade. Like I think from like the second or third polished pickup Danny and I ever shopped. Danny bought it. I did not buy it. Whole man is a nefarious character. It's so true. You want to get you a Great Lakes lacquer? You should. Their polish, this polished pickup looks really good, and I think it's still in stock. I'm really hoping they restock the Emily DeMolly. I didn't end up setting my alarm for 8, so I missed the Emily DeMolly. It sold out. So I'm just really hoping that I can get back and that they can like restock that. Every time a polish that I've wanted has like sold out, they have like added more later in recent years. So I think that that is definitely a possibility. Definitely a possibility. I just swatched Ivy League by Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear. Some of these polishes are from that big box of like, I don't know if I would say D-stash, but like my friend's entire collection. She moved to Mexico and gave me her entire collection. And I want to send her some indie polishes, but I can't decide what indie polishes to send her. The abandoned polish. Well, like, you know, You know, like she rehomed polish. She found me before she left and was like, now my polishes will have a good home. This is Her Dark Designs by Garden Path Lacquer. These Garden Path Lacquer shimmers are absolutely next level. Absolutely next level. I had been hearing they were good, and I kind of thought, honestly, your polish is abandoned right now. Have you not been using your polish? That makes me so sad. My polish is just shy of abandoned right now. I've been doing like one mani every week. Right now, I still have my Shrek nails on, which I'm sure a few of you figured out, but I decided not to label it that I was doing Hillary birthday nails, but I was doing Hillary birthday nails. I was doing Mediocre Manny's birthday nails last week, but I didn't say anything, so I was being super, super secret about it. You haven't painted your nails since June? Damn. I'm so sorry. I hope that you have time to paint your nails soon. I luckily haven't gone a very long time without painting my nails. But I do have this like one spot every week that I refuse to give up. Except for if, you know, something very serious that I just cannot move comes up. Sometimes that does happen. By the way, this is Grandpa's Poison. Hi, Vera! Yes, she did. You're dyeing your natural ginger hair using like 6 different open copper and orange and changing your pink color blocks to purple for more spoopy vibes. Amazing, amazing. So you're leaving some of your hair your natural color and then you're just adding in some little chunks of other color. I am so fucking excited, Vera. I'm so excited. I'm so excited you're excited to experience this with me because I am so damn excited. Like some things that happen in Satyricon: a gay divorce, a trans wedding, a haunted house, having sex with a large lady to get your boner back. Which, by the way, actually works for sure. Will being high be a good or bad choice for this film? I think it would be good. I think it would actually be a good choice. As long as you're okay with, there is one scene pretty close to the beginning that just has, like, a lot of stuff happening. A lot of stuff. You just fall out of the habit when you have to take care of your new cat and surgery, and now it feels like a big hurdle to get over and start again, and your nail desk is a mess. I understand that completely. But I think it will not, I hope it will not be as hard. I hope that when you start it up, you'll be like, this is normal and good. But yeah, I do think that being high during Satyricon is probably a good way to experience it. Personally, I don't recall if I was the first time I watched it. There is one scene that I do not like, and I will be skipping it today. Excellent, excellent. I'm glad that you have hope. You have hope that you will just get right back into it. But yeah, there's one scene that's not, because Satyricon is based off of the oldest Western novel that we are aware of. So not Eastern, not Asian, but European novel. And not all of it is like, we don't know where all of Satyricon is. And so there are some parts of it that are a bit unclear. And in the movie, there are some parts that are a bit unclear. But it's still a really fucking good time. I don't need to flip it around this way. Just to... but the director added this one scene that was like not in the book, and it's the worst scene in the movie, and I hate it, and it sucks. So I'm just gonna like skip that one. I'm just gonna skip. Big old chunks of bleached hair, one on the side, one on top of the head, hard to explain. I would love to see a picture of what's going on there, but regardless, I salute you. I think I tinted my hair one time when I was in middle school. Other than that, I've never dyed my hair. And I was thinking that when I start going really gray, I might dye my hair, but honestly, like, I don't fucking know. I am going a bit gray, for sure. I am going a bit gray. But I have loved my hair color so much my whole life that I was always just like, why would I dye that? It was just one of those things that I wouldn't change about me. Hopefully we all have at least one. I mean, there's quite a few things that wouldn't change about me. But in high school, there were fewer. But to be fair, also, I've changed a lot since high school. Do y'all feel like you've changed a lot since high school? Or do you feel like you're basically the same? Because I know a lot of people, specifically in my family, are like, I still feel like the same person I was when I was 16. And I'm like, I do feel like I recognize myself in that person, and like that was me at 16. But I also feel like I have a very different thought process, a very different view of the world, very different ideas, very different view of myself from when I was 16. So like, I don't know. You changed so much. There you go. That person's still in there, but less bicameral. What does bicameral mean? That sounds like an age in like, that sounds like the dinosaurs in the bicameral age. It's not a phase, Dad. Yeah. You've been dyeing your hair since you were 14. Your dad still hates it. Well, the good news is that it don't matter. It's not his hair, you know? I get those Facebook memories of old posts and cringe. I hate that my phone and my Facebook both want to remind me of the olden times. Like, I don't really like cringing at myself when I see those, but also like a lot of times I'll be with like friends I don't talk to anymore or something like that. And I'm just like, this isn't what I want to see today. This isn't what I was hoping to see today. By the way, so I finally figured out a way to set up my fan so that it doesn't get picked up by my mic. Except for today, I guess I like did something to it and I can hear the like fan moving around inside it. And I'm like, so I have it on. And I'm very, very sweaty and I hate it. So we'll see how long this lasts. Bicameral, I still don't know. Depends on high school. Early high school, very different. He had a big mindset shift in mid-high school, and you're pretty similar now. Interesting. Good news is I'm 40. I tell him to shut up. Exactly. Bicameral mentality is a hypothesis introduced by this person who argued human ancestors as late as the ancient Greeks did not consider emotions and desires as stemming from their own minds, but as consequences of actions of gods external to themselves. Interesting. So you thought that God was speaking through you, through your emotions. I'm guessing that's not exactly how you would put it. hello, Judgment and Panic. What did you show up to? We were just talking about how we are different from. We're just talking about how Vero has God speak through them. That's all. How Vero is actually Joan of Arc. There's a lot of Roar XD Homestuckers Reach comics. I like that though. It's not actually true. Vero said they were less bicameral from when they were a teenager, and I'm reading bicameral, and it's very Vero. The theory posits that the human mind was operated in a state of which cognitive functions were divided between one part of the brain that appears to be speaking and the second part that listens and obeys. Kinky. A bicameral mind, and that breaks down of this division given rise to consciousness in humans. A different understanding of consciousness where one chooses less, the more compelled by your emotional states. I'm so different now that 5 years ago or 10 years ago, perhaps not in good ways. I feel that way sometimes. Like, could I have just stayed a certain way? I definitely, actually, like, it's weird. I like myself a lot better than me in the past in a lot of ways. But also, I do feel like I'm a lot more useless in a lot of ways. Like, me from the past had a job. And this one, not so much. This one, not as so much. You're by Cameron, and that I would sleep with Cameron from Ferris Bueller as a man, but also if he were a woman. I get it now. I get it. I understand. I don't remember a lot of Teenage Me, but I think I like yourself better. That's good. It's good to grow into yourself. It's good to grow into yourself. Okay, I got this one next. Oh, I started from like the opposite end. But yeah, today we're just doing some swatches, and then today in the Discord we are going to be watching frickin' whatchamacallit? Satyricon, or as I like to call it, Homo Flexible Dude Where's My Car in Ancient Rome. Or as I also like to call it, Dude Where's My Twink. That seemed like a high thought, but I swear I'm clear right now. It just kind of seemed like a you thought. It just kind of seemed like a Helen thought. That just seems normal for you, to be perfectly honest. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I'm gonna last very long just swatching. I gotta say. Okay. I might need to do the art, and I wish I wasn't having the problems with my fans that I'm having. I think it's because I pick up the fans in my house. They're like, the fan casing keeps like coming loose a little bit. So then like the fan blades hit it. And so it makes noise and probably isn't good. And I think it's because I often move them around by the fan casing because I don't think about it. And then I'm like, oh wait, I probably shouldn't have done that. So all my fans are really loud and annoying. My fan's not on right now though. I don't really have a nail art in mind. I just kind of wanted to use a pretty color and put something pretty on it. But also it's September. So I feel like I should do something psychedelic, you know? Because it's September. But I don't know what kind of psychedelic thing I'd want to do. All right. I think I'm going to do one more coat of all of these. You have a nail question. What is your nail question? I was watching a stream where one of the streamers had like a hair going across her forehead, and they were saying that she looked like she had a comb over. And now I'm like super and now I'm just like super cautious of my hair looking like a comb over. So I just keep being like, just like that. Just like that. I should find a time to swatch on my own time, but do I find that time? No. I might just open the door and set up my spouse's fan facing me. You start paying for the first time in forever, but it seems to make the nail peel apart in layers. How can you help that? The only thing I can think of is everybody, like, if you have ideas, let us know. Mine does that every once in a while. Actually, my middle finger started doing that. The only thing I could think of is like nail oil, and then like switch out the polish before it starts peeling up. Your base coat might have PVB in it. Yes, Linry. Thank you. Thank you, Linry, who's always lurking and occasionally shows up to drop some wisdom. But yeah, your base coat might have PVB, and I actually kind of want to get a base coat without PVB for myself. I don't know if I have one on me without PVB in it. There is one base coat that I have that actually might not have it if I still have that base coat, but it's a base coat from like a problematic nail brand, and I just got it in a blind D-stash. My friend was just like, I'm gonna send you like, if you send me $50, I'm gonna send you all this shit. And I was like, okay, sure. And I did, and this problematic brand's base coat was in it, but it might not have PVB. Yeah, any recommendations for one without PVB, everybody? Lurkin, Collectin' Skin. Excellent. Is that like the Collector? Is that what the Collector does? I've seen the cover for the Collector, and I've seen people talk about it, but I don't know what happens in that movie. I don't know what happens in that movie. There's so many horror movies I have to see. I was thinking of seeing The Toxic Avenger this week, and then I just didn't see it. And I like wish I had seen it, but also I was happy to take the day off that I took off and not see The Toxic Avenger. Your base coat has been having bubbles in it, leaving bubbles on your nails for several weeks. Holy shit. What base coat is it, Luna? What base coat? What was it that people, what was the brand that didn't have it? Someone's got to know a brand that doesn't have PVB in it. Polyvinyl bacetate is what I like to call PVB, because I'm mature like that. It's so weird. What brand is it, Luna? Not that we're loving shopping Orly right now, but I haven't had that problem with Orly. But my nails do flake quite frequently, so I probably should get something with PVB in it. Do you use Glisten and Glow, Trash Panda? I don't know if their base coat, I think I have a bottle of their base coat, but I don't think, oh, here's a problematic brand, but I don't think it has its, ingredients on it. It's your all mixed up lacquer. It didn't used to do that. Maybe it needs thinner. It might need thinner. I'm gonna look at Glisten and Glow. I do think Glisten and Glow's top coat will last you longer than 2 days. Generally. But I feel like their base coat has PVB in it. Let's see. I like how you censored Orly. How do I search? There we go. Base coat. Excuse me? I guess I'll just write base. All right. If I just go to the base coat. How far back do I have to go for the damn base coat? All right. Let's see. Okay. It's polyvinyl booty roll, right? Yeah, so Glisten and Glow has it. Base coat without PVB. Okay, we're on Reddit Lacqueristas. You got things that you can buy at Walmart. You know what brands you just like being... I for some reason didn't know that you weren't like a nail polish person. Okay, I haven't tried this top coat yet, but I've been wanting to try Essie Gel Setter. That's something you should be able to buy wherever, and people really like it, but I've never tried it before. I just got it from a friend. All right. Stay Put Hydrating Base Coat by KB Shimmer is one that somebody is recommending. Oh wait, no. Only Fillin' Groovy from KB Shimmer. Let's see, let's see. A lot of people, though, like the hydrating base. So it looks like KB Shimmer might be a good place for a base coat. The thread is linked to a Google sheet with a lot more. I saw the link, but I'm not seeing a lot of stuff there. I might not be... I might not be looking at it right. Hey, but there's notes by Bonquette in here. The green one, pretty sure that has it. Okay. All right. How do I use the spreadsheet? Oh, base coat specs. Base coat specs. Okay. PVB. Okay. Okay. So it looks like all the alchemy lacquers don't. Here, I'll share this. I see now, I see. I need to get rid of everything after the question mark. All right, all right. Well, let's see. What, like... China Glaze Strong Adhesion Base Coat. China Glaze Strong Adhesion Base Coat is one that does not have it. But the Eco Glaze does. So that's one that you'll probably find at like Sally Beauty. Looks like Cert Colors does not have it. Let's see, let's see. Looks like the Essie's Smoothie and Strong Start do not have it. Shepherd, I can't hold you right now. I mean, maybe I can. Because, yeah, some people are sensitive to PVB. Not everyone has an issue. Yeah, yeah. I'm seeing if there's any other ones that are like, over the counter, basically. Over the counter nail polishes that you don't need a frickin'... Okay, do you want up, Shepherd? Do you need up? Do you need uppies? Shepherd needs uppies. She's happy now. This is how she wants to be. Yeah, no prescription needed for these. Look at this. Look at this little slut. Is this what you wanted, Shepherd? Is this what you wanted? Me to hold you just like this and rub your belly? You spelled it right the first time, Luna. It's S-H-E-P-A-R-D. Shepherd wants uppies. Sometimes I cannot believe this cat. I can't believe that this is good for you. She's like making biscuits in the air. She's like, this is exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what I needed. Yeah, look at her making biscuits in the air. Can you frickin' believe this cat? I cannot believe this cat. How did you end up this way, Shepherd? How did you end up as, like... Her biscuits are extra light and fluffy. Absolutely. Absolutely. This freaking baby. Look at her go. If you don't believe that my cat loves to be held like this, you just gotta watch her paws. She is so down to clown. You're so down to clown, Shepherd. How'd you get so down to clown? Like, literally, what the fuck? Why is this the way you like it? Why do you like it this way? Look at this absolute baby. Just this absolute baby. Shepherd, you are so funny. Why are you like this? Had 100 messages today. Congratulations to me. Shepherd, why are you like this? Are you just so happy I'm not doing anything anymore and I'm just holding you? Is this what you like? Jesus Christ. This freaking cat. She's gonna be like, don't put me down. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, basically the ones that you want to look for over the counter would be China Glaze or Essie. China Glaze or Essie. And then people say really nice things about Essie Gel Setter. I haven't tried it, but maybe I'll try it today. But other than that, Glisten and Glow. Glisten and Glow has the best top coat in my opinion. And in most people's opinions, actually. In most people's opinion, Glisten and Glow has the best top coat. This is Shepherd's dream now. It's very true. It's very true. Shepherd. Oh, look at her. Look at her. Oh. I love that she lets me squeeze her. You haven't used it, but Sally Hansen's Hardest Nails says its base coat doesn't have PVB. Okay, good to know. I should go to the drugstore and try some different base coats, honestly. Okay, goodbye, Shepherd. Oh my god, I'm so covered in cat fur. I am so freaking covered. You're welcome. There's nothing more that we love as a group than to tell people what to do with their nails. This is the reason we come together, and the fact that many of us are gay. Or queer in some other fashion. We're here, we're queer, we're ready to help you with your nails. Just the important things. Just the important things. Exactly, exactly. We are rainbow furries. We're like angels. We have no gender and no memory. That was something, did we watch it last year for Psychtember, or did we watch it 2 years ago for Psychtember? Barbarella. Barbarella is such a delight. And in it, there's this angel that like gets tortured. And in the end, he rescues Barbarella and the person who's tortured him. And Barbarella is basically like, but why would you rescue her? Don't you remember all the stuff that she did to you? And he's like, an angel has no memory. And then flies off. And he's just such a himbo. It's great. If you polish, you have it solid hands, but you don't remember the base coat. The polish itself, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, the polish itself is the least important quality-wise for a successful mani. As long as you have a good base coat and a good top coat, you can use almost any nail polish and have it work. Like, sometimes the color's not going to be great or the color payoff's not going to be great, but it should, like, stay, you know? You did try Hardest Nails, but you're worried it's hardening your nails too much. They seem flexible, but you fractured one today. That's a fair concern. Yeah, because nail strengtheners, and I guess Sally Hansen, at least they're being straightforward with it, nail strengtheners are honestly just nail hardeners, and so they can make your nails less strong depending on what your nail type is. Like, because it's preferable to bend and not break. But for some people, they really do need something that's like strong enough that it like, I don't know. It just really depends on like what your nail stitch is. I know that Danny uses like nail strengthener under her nails all the time. So I don't fucking know. We're here, we're queer, we live for bonding of nails. Yes. Yours are bendy. We were just starting to peel apart like lasagna. No. You may benefit from a nail strengthener. You may benefit. No guarantees, but you may benefit. I've never really tried a nail strengthener, but then again, I have like somewhat strong nails. So I'm not usually like, they were normal till polish. Oh, that sucks. That sucks they were normal till polish. Wait, so you said your base coat was, we did and nail bondage. Okay, if you demand it. Well, that stuff shouldn't be happening to them. Generally, generally nail polish makes your nails better. Maybe a bit more stained, but like better. Usually you don't have that problem. All right, these need to dry, and then I need to apply top coat. Oh, I need to do one more coat of this blue one over here. Nail bondage. Could do some nail bondage nails. I do have like at least 1 or 2 plates that are kind of bondage themed. But yeah, I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna put this over somewhere where it can dry. And I guess I'll just kind of do some nail stuff today. I am considering, I'm gonna go open up my door. And maybe put on the outside fan. I fixed it. I fixed the fan. It's not making weird noises anymore. And it is much better now. It is much better. Today is a true autumnal weather day. You ran errands because you're off today. You just got home and Taco Bell. So yay foods. We're probably going to get, I don't know if we're going to get Taco Bell today actually. So I think a friend of ours might be coming over to, we'll just like to do stuff. And she might make these like smash dumplings that are basically like open face dumplings. I'm looking in. There's some fun stuff. I also got, did I bring them in here? I also got some like resistance stamping plates, but I just don't really feel like doing a resistance mani today. I also have a lot of Halloween plates that I didn't use last year. So I'm just gonna look through what plates I have here. Oh man, it's one of my favorite plates of all time, right there. I'm just gonna see what plates I have right now and see if I want to use them. So I threw a bunch in here. Yeah, I have like this whole freaking stack of CADS plates. So let's look at this whole freaking stack of CADS plates. We do have some Halloween stuff here, some ghosties, some snicks, some other stuff. Okay. I'm like, please, I don't want to have to figure this out for myself, please. This one I ran over and it looks like absolute shit now. So this one's probably actually just like dead. This one's probably not going to be usable. But it is a CADS plate, which means it was extremely cheap. But yeah, I think that one was like under my chair and I accidentally rolled over it. They're spoopy cats. Honestly, these cats look pretty great. So let's like table these cats. The other idea, hello Melissa, hello. It does sound off. It's probably my fan. It's probably my fan. I thought it wasn't going to be picked up by the mic, but it's probably my fan being picked up by the mic. But it's so hot in here that I like cannot handle it. These are also quite cute. They're just a bunch of little like creatures. Yeah, it's probably that. Fan is important. Exactly. I am important. Oh my goodness. Is there a, no, it's an eyeball. It's a bloody eyeball. So there's a lot of Halloween ones. I was pretty sure there was a plate that I hadn't opened over here. Or is it right here? Oh yeah. My mid-century modern flower plate. Maybe I'll just do a design with my mid-century modern flower plate. Honestly, that is kind of psychedelic. That's kind of psychedelic. So I need to decide what I am going to wear with this. Hi, Shepherd. I do love this plate. I love it so much. Heck, darn, gosh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this one. I just have to decide which like thing I'm going to do. Someday I'll have my own AC in here. Then you'll see. You'll all see. Which flower print do I want? They're all so good. The problem is they're all so good. But I feel like if I did one like this like really busy one, I would want to like, to reverse paint that. And I don't really feel like going through all that effort today. I think I'll just, ooh, this one's cute. This one's very cute. That one here. So like good color, you're always a big fan of mid-century modern. Yes, yes. I used to not be a fan of mid-century modern, but I changed my ways. I changed my way of looking at things, and now I see things better and clearer. Maybe I'll do like this with red. So I feel like I should do like a stamping polish over these. I do have this new, like, is this? No, this is just gold. It's a nice gold though. It's a very nice gold. Because my colored stamping polishes that will actually go over anything are all hit the bottle. It is such a vibe. My sister's house is like totally mid-century modern. And at first I didn't really get it, and I still don't really get the initial vibe she was going for. Well, I got the vibe, but it was so like not usable. She got one of those like wicker couches that has like wicker on the side, as you might imagine when I say wicker couch. And it was just not the business. Okay, Magma Opus is the kind of like shifty, hit the bottle that I have. I have a few other ones that will stand up to dark polish or just like opaque polish. Oh, this like metallic orange is actually like kind of good. It's actually kind of good. And I have a red. And I have this shifty blue. That's not very mid-century modern, you know? I need more hit the bottle polishes. I also have a hit the bottle lime green. Yeah, the wicker is not good. You couldn't do total mid-century modern. Yeah, exactly. I like having a combo of many different like ages throughout my house. I think this would be, I feel like this would be really fun and gaudy over like some sort of a metallic green kind of thing. And I do have a lot of metallic greens. Oh, I do have like this like pine green hit the bottle as well. What shall I put this over? I'm also very like, honestly, this could be a vibe. These together could be a vibe. It could be very Halloween-y. Let's go real mid-century modern or real 70s, honestly, and just try to do, you do Fallout style mid-century modern. I could. I still haven't decided what I'm gonna do for my nails for the Fallout fan festival. If I was doing Fallout, I could do like this over a rust color. Those two definitely scream Halloween fall. Let's try these. It's been like, I don't remember the last time I had to do caps. Maybe I will. Apparently people are going to be trading in caps. I need to start making my jet. I'm going to 3D print a bunch of jet. Your mom kept an avocado green stove until it died. Melissa, so would I. So would fucking I. I was in, I don't know if y'all are familiar with the show Rumors by Neil Simon, but I was in a production of that in high school. And I had to like, my character's name was Cookie, and she's supposed to be wearing a seriously hideous dress. And I actually like went to Scotland like over spring break that year, and I saw these buses at the Glasgow Museum of Transport that were like avocado green and orange, and I was like, that's so ugly, I have to make a dress about it. And so my dress in Rumors were those two colors. Hold on, we're gonna peel. Your Cookie was a Swedish exchange student. It was a delight. That sounds amazing, actually. I did a Minnesota accent as Cookie. Because at the time I was really, really into Drop Dead Gorgeous. I had not yet discovered Fargo. I knew about Fargo. But I didn't, I was like too scared to watch it. And I shouldn't have been too scared to watch it. But that's okay. Fargo is for adults anyway. I'm actually gonna, I love Drop Dead Gorgeous too. But man, that movie unfortunately has many jokes that were made for the wrong reasons. Much of it is very good satire. And then some of it is just like bad. But at the same time, I do still love it. And like, I would desperately like to make a pepper cut of that. It's a cut of it that takes out certain parts and certain characters. I am cutting my nails. I'm just like, my middle fingernail started to like chip, like the nail itself. And I'm like, you know, we're just gonna be short for a while. We're just gonna be short. Fargo's so good. We should watch Fargo sometime. We should have one of these months. We should have a Coen Brothers movie month. We can watch Fargo. We can watch The Big Lebowski, and then for our double feature, we can also add Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Because that's one of Danny's favorite movies. Is Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? My favorite Coen Brothers movie is probably The Big Lebowski, but Fargo's a better movie though. And like, honestly, I love both of them so much. Alpha Susan blesses this. Well, if Alpha Susan blesses it, this next Pride though, Alpha Susan, we're gonna finally watch Trick. That's the one that you want to watch, right? We're gonna finally watch that, and maybe we'll watch that Patrick Stewart one too. You haven't seen Big Lebowski either? Oh my god, Big Lebowski is so fucking funny. Like, I have made one protest sign based off of Big Lebowski, and I really want to make two. And I do know enough veterans. There is one guy that, like, whenever he's, like, inconvenienced, he's basically, like, he's, like, a non-veteran. And, like, whenever he's inconvenienced, regardless of what it's about, and this is John Goodman's character, by the way, he'll be like, my buddies didn't die face down in the muck for blah, 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 blah. And, like, I do know a lot of veterans that come and protest with me, and I really want to make them signs that are like, my buddies didn't die face down in the muck for this country to be taken over by fascists. But like, I want to make sure I have a person to give this to, so that I'm not just like making this, if that makes sense. I don't want to make fun of people's experiences without their blessing. But yeah, I have, I made a one protest sign that's, this aggression will not stand, man. It's so good. Maud Lebowski, played by Julianne Moore. I want her. I want to be her. She is absolutely my idol, honestly. First off, she's Julianne Moore, which, one of my first celebrity crushes. Julianne Moore. First celebrity, like, female crush. Julianne Moore. Secondly, she's this, like, sick-ass artist and, like, paints naked on a freaking zip line and shit, and I love that. And then she also helps run a charity for children, and they're, like, she's very passionate about that, and that's, like, totally separate from that other part of her life, and I just love that. I just love adults who can be adults in their own time, and then are also passionate about helping children when they're not doing that. So yeah, she's just definitely a role model for me. Intolerable Cruelty is probably the most Coen Brothers I've watched, and it is, wow, not your favorite. I have not seen Intolerable Cruelty. I have seen Blood Simple, which is fine. I've seen Raising Arizona, which I believe is a Coen Brothers movie. I've seen a lot. I actually took a class in college based around Coen Brothers movies. Fargo and Big Lebowski are my favorite. Definitely. Barton Fink was certainly a thing. A Serious Man sucked balls, but I think I should probably watch it again as an adult. I think I might find it more funny now. No Country for Old Men. Didn't actually like it very much. I read the book and I saw the movie and I didn't actually like it very much. Yes, bye-bye, Shrek. Ah, Shrek, we hardly knew you. You love a series. You know, the thing is that, like, Everybody I have talked to about A Serious Man who has any opinion on it at all loves A Serious Man. So I think I need to watch it again. I think that just like watching it in college was not the right time for me to be watching A Serious Man. And honestly, I don't even remember what happens in Barton Fink. I just know it's set in old-time Hollywood. And like, honestly, I love The Big Lebowski because The Big Lebowski is about LA. Like, the dude is the embodiment, Jeff Bridges, the dude, is the embodiment of LA. But I don't like things about Hollywood. I don't really like things about Hollywood. I like things about theater, but I don't like things about movie making for some reason. Whenever something's about like old Hollywood and stuff, I'm just like already asleep. And Barton Fink is about that. I'm just like already asleep. You think you watched A Serious Man and you liked it? Do I remember? No. Clearly it deserves a rewatch. Clearly it deserves a rewatch. Who was I talking to who loved A Serious Man? I remember, it must have been my friend Nick, because I remember sitting across from them. I remember sitting across from them at my paint station. And I can't think of another person I would have sat across from at my paint station who would have told me they loved A Serious Man. You're also obsessed with the trailer for A Serious Man. You started a blog to talk about it and only posted one thing. That's so fucking funny, Earth Girl. I like you and I like I see so much of myself in you. But I think you go a step farther. I'm usually like, I should start a blog about this. And you're like, I did. I wanted to start a blog where I like compare like different movie adaptations to each other. I like to see so much of yourself in me too. Oh girl. Oh. The movie I decided to start on for the blog that never happened. Man, I guess A Serious Man came out a long time ago. Because I was like, A Serious Man isn't that old. And then I'm like, wait a minute though. It came out while I was in college. And I was in college before I met Husbando. And so it had to have been like 14 or 15 years ago. That's wild. Absolutely. 15, I think now. 15. At least. And that's if it came out my senior year of college. Which it might not have. So I'm like, no, that movie's actually very old. And like, of course we wanted to start blogs and not YouTube channels about it, you know? So I'm like, why would I start a blog and not a YouTube channel or a podcast? And it's like, oh, because those just were not as much of a thing back in that time. The blog is still up, but the link to A Serious Man trailer is broken. Oh my fucking God. This is so funny. Coen Brothers, A Serious Man, and Tom Ford's A Single Man are without doubt the two best films in the underexplored 60s period. S adjective man genre. You were still you, even back then. And easily two of your favorite non-District 9 movies of 2009. Valid. Oh my God, it was 2009. Yeah. Absolutely valid. District 9 fucked. District 9 absolutely fucked. That was also my favorite movie of that year. And I remember... I literally, because I used to be super into the Academy Awards. Nowadays, don't know her. But like, I used to be super into the Academy Awards, and I think I made a sign to hold in my home in support of District 9 winning. That's how you know. That's how you know you're a true fan. You make a sign to hold at the TV. Ugh, my tum-tum is not feeling great. Did I have 2 quesadillas right before stream? Maybe. I'll never tell. I'm gonna take off a flaky bomb. And you're gonna see how I don't get it in my cuticles. Like some other people who I know who are always like, I need to put a flaky bomb on a peel off base coat so I don't get it in my cuticles. Well, you're just not being patient enough. I think after I take this off though, I will go to the potty and then I will come back and I will finish the stream. So I'm not just sitting here like, I wish I'd gone potty. You just finished your Taco Bell, so I may be joining you in Tum Tum Trouble soon. You know what? Like, we're in this together. We're in this. If there's something I know about the people in my stream and my Discord and my life in general, is that our tummies are hurting. You can't stop our tummies from hurting. I really hope that I get my shit together to see The Toxic Avenger before it leaves theaters. I don't really care about seeing it in a theater, but I do care about like supporting the artists who made it and its release. Gee, who's she thinking about? I'm thinking about everybody. I'm thinking y'all have tummy troubles. And so do I. Taco Bell does not upset my tummy because I am pure of heart. There are two types of people in this world. People whose Taco Bell upsets their tummy and people who it doesn't. That's what I've learned. You have IBS, water. Me too, son. I also can get tummy upset from water. Look, most of this polish is off because I let it soak. Oh, you're talking about the person who complains? That's what you're asking? Yeah, who could I be talking about? It is not only Linry, but I am talking about Linry. But I was specifically thinking about Linry. But you still eat it. There's your problem. Look. Taco Bell is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy. Hi, Allie. Yeah, Linry does complain about this, and I'm always just like, fucking skill issue. Skill issue. If you can't get a flaky bomb polish off your nails without getting the flakies in the corner of your nails, this is literally a skill issue. Taco Bell's usually a problem, but it does on occasion hit wrong. You've had a couple Taco Supremes, so you're not sure. Yeah, Taco Bell's usually good for me. And usually good for Summer from Plus Life Lacquer. You've had this fun conversation before. Because I initially found Plus Life Lacquer because they had released the Taco Bell collection. And I bought maybe the whole Taco Bell collection. Man, I haven't worn the red sauce polish in so long. I need to wear it again. Not you sitting here pumping and thinking what food you're going to grab as you run up to the NICU. Taco Bell! Taco Bell. So I saw the babies just on a regular CPAP. Off of many of the other things. Very good. Very, very good. My favorite streamers had a baby in the NICU for a while. Luckily only for a little while. Very little while. It was such a good collection. But yeah, there are people who Taco Bell just does not bother their tummies. Off of CPAP. Yes. Hell yeah. This baby is so strong. Strong like bull. We love a strong baby. All right. All right. We're filing. We're filing. And I got my favorite cuticle stuff. I'm gonna actually just cut this nail. I used to be such a like, no, you must file. You must file. Even if you're going from the longest nails in the world to the shortest nails in the world, file. And now I'm just like, fuck, I'm just gonna cut it. I'm just gonna cut. I don't care. I just don't care. I'm just gonna cut these. The impatience wins. And also the fact that I have pretty strong nails. That also wins. You clip them, file. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Some people, it makes their nails really brittle to clip. Yes, yes, I heard. We're actually approaching the due date. The early bird. All right, I'm gonna take a quick little break. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. I am back, and I am ready to do some cuticle care because I have my Sally Hansen instant cuticle remover, and I cannot be stopped. All right, Allie, have a safe wherever you're doing. Hi, bye, Allie. Thanks for hanging out. All right, where is my sticks? I'm always looking for my goddamn sticks. I'm always on the lookout for my stupid ass sticks. And they're never where I want them to be. I guess maybe I'll just use a, do I have a glass pusher? I have this pusher, but it's not very good. Girl, you are so late and those nails are naked. It's because I swatched earlier. It's because I did these earlier. I should put top coat on these. I'm gonna put top coat on those. Whoa, what happened? Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Sun, for $5 a Trans Lifeline. I forgot that I left the charity stuff up. But yeah, feel free to donate to Trans Lifeline. Thank you, Sun. We always love a donation to Trans Lifeline, whether or not I meant to have it up. Whether or not I meant for it to be there, I'm always grateful for, 1 second, folks. Uno momento. We're back. Okay, we're back. We just had to deal with the Amazon delivery guy, so I had to like put off my closed caption so you didn't hear me describing my location. It was literally just the Amazon guy. It was literally just the Amazon guy calling me, but I was sending husbando to go get the package. And so I had to turn off. I was turning things off in random orders. I'm gonna use, I'm not gonna use my cuticula top coat on this. I'm gonna use, what top coat do I want to use on this? I've got a bad one of Glisten and Glow. It's not really bad, it just means that there's some like random stuff in it. It is really thick though, so maybe I shouldn't use this top coat. Maybe I should just use a cuticula I had out. I've also got a lot from that friend who left me all that polish that I could use to top coat these. My Amazon guy occasionally calls me, only when they can't find my house, which is often, which is a lot of the time. They're like, where the fuck are you? Nobody lives here. And I'm like, actually, that's where you're wrong, sweaty. I live here. I'm the troll that lives under this bridge. Oh wait, is this? No, I have 2 bottles of one night stand. I don't need that. I want a bottle. I want a bottle. I just want a bottle of top coat that I'm not gonna miss. Is what I would really like. So yeah, I think I'll use. Hell yeah. I'll use this random Revlon quick dry top coat. Hell yeah. Yeah, wait, so did we find out what color you were dyeing your hair? I forgot. I know that you mentioned that you have some of your regular hair. Your like undyed hair. That it's like a half and half. You're a bad girl. I ordered the Holo Taco Collection today because I honestly love the colors so much. You had ordered some other polish that delivered Monday, so I'm being bad. You didn't order for PPU, so you feel like it balances it out. I think it does. It does balance it out. Absolutely. Let me make sure I've got everybody. All right, all right. By the way, if you didn't know already, we are going to be watching Satyricon today. Satyricon is this absolutely wild psychedelic movie from 1969. It's Italian. It's set in ancient Rome. And basically you get to watch 2 catty husbands who are divorcing and undivorcing all the time, just to kind of make their way through ancient Rome to find their twink. It's problematic. Yeah, problematic as hell. So jot that down. And it's also a very good time. So also jot that down. Problematic, good time. If you're willing to like just accept that, then I think you'll have a really good time at the movie. Son, I think you would enjoy this movie. It's not like 100% Barbarella vibes, but it's like, it's Barbarella adjacent for sure. Oh, you'll not be at the movie because of Silk Song. my friend Felix is playing that. You've been hyping the movie for a while. Yes, hell yeah, hell yeah. See, you gave it an Impulse Bot Swamp Gloss's very bisexual looking glow in the dark PPU, despite not being able to find any video swatches. I was considering that one. I decided not go with that one. But now that you say it looks very bisexual, I'm like, maybe I should. I thought that I would never forsake the bisexual flag. So I was always like, I don't think the pansexual flag's as good as the bisexual flag. But I have changed, I guess, because I am enjoying the pan flag more than the bi flag. So fucking sue me. So you've had it on basically all day since it came out yesterday. It's on the other screen. So like, what is this thing that you're talking about? What is Silk Song exactly? It's a bug thing? It's a gross bug thing that you're gonna watch instead of Satyricon? No, I love bugs. You love them both so much. That is valid. That's so bisexual of you. I'm gonna use the silicone pusher. I should let my cuticle remover actually go to work, is what I should do. So a lot of people think that Sally Hansen's instant cuticle remover is like too rough, is like too much. I don't think it is. I think those people are just weak. I don't actually think those people are just weak, but like, I think it's fine. Okay, here's my Holo Taco pusher. No, some people are more sensitive to this than other people. So you just gotta know, like, how sensitive you are to cuticle remover. It can hurt some people's skin. She's a pusher. The new Holo Taco collection will be good. Silk Song collection based on the colors. Oh, it's a sequel game to Hollow Knight. Okay, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense why y'all will be so excited about it. Because this community is also, like, low-key a freaking Hollow Knight loving community. Not me, but there's just enough Hollow Knight lovers here. And I blame Colette. Gidge did play, though. Gidge did play Subnautica. And that made me very happy. I am a Subnautica lover, not a Subnautica fighter. Although I hear that the new Subnautica, they, like, fired the entire, like, creative team. And that always bugs. That always bugs me when they do shit like that. So I don't know if I'm going to be playing the new Subnautica. I just want an old Subnautica where I can build, like, the world's largest bases and not have my game, like, go really slow. If somebody can make that for me, I guess maybe I just need to get a better computer. And I've been thinking of getting a better computer recently. Yeah, we stand OG Subnautica. Hello, Natty. I for some reason thought you were Dippy Eggy when you were talking before, and I didn't register. Hello, welcome. Everyone, you may remember Natty from the stream. I'm like, what's this thing called? The raid train that we did. We raised so much money for Oakbrook Cat Rescue. As a team, here in this chat, we raised about 150, which is amazing. And as a team, with all the chats combined, we raised about $2,300 for Oakbrook Cat Rescue. So, holy shit. Thank you, everybody. Me and Natty are 2/3 of a pan flag. You are. Actually, yes. Amazing. Incredible. We love to see it. We love to see it. You're like the new Hollow Taco collection, but you already have the Bluebird Shattered Polishes, which are very similar. Okay, I need to check out this Hollow Taco collection. Clearly, I need to check out this Hollow Taco collection. Let me do like one or two swipes of polish or whatever. Let me do a thing. We're gonna start off with my dehydrator. If you do go to Glistening Glow for their top coat, I also highly recommend the dehydrator. If you find your polish peeling off your nails, the dehydrator is for you. But also make sure that you've done your proper cuticle prep if you do find polish coming off your nails, because a lot of the time that is part of the problem. You also shared that, yeah, you're free, but talking damage, don't mind me. Wait. Don't mind me. Someone said you were playing too much Skyrim, but you play no video. What are you talking about, Spooky Mouse? I don't understand what you're saying. Wait, I did share your meme about alarm clocks and ADHD meme subreddit got 10K likes. Wait, what? Which meme? Which meme? I don't remember this meme. Oh, the taking damage. Yes. Okay. I remember the poison damage one where it's like, don't mind me if I'm like, every once in a while. The memes from IG. Okay. I don't remember the alarm clock one, but I share a lot of memes. Is it still up? Thank you for sharing my memes. Not that they're my memes in any really way, shape, or form, other than that I've shared them. They become my memes. Could I even see my story? Anyway, I believe you that it was super funny because I wouldn't have shared it unless it was. Because the poison damage is how I feel trying ADHD meds for the first time. Interesting. I would love to hear you expand upon that. Are you just taking ADHD meds for the first time? I gotta say, when I first started ADHD meds, I didn't really notice the difference. What I do notice is when I'm off of them. Now I notice more of a difference. Now I'm like, I am ready to party. I've had my energy drink. I've had my ADHD meds. I'm ready to party. But like, I don't know. For a while, I couldn't like figure out like how I was supposed to feel on ADHD meds. Is that having a... Oh man, excellent. It's about having a chocolate milk alarm and not ever changing it. I don't remember that. You expect this person with ADHD to remember the memes they share? Well, good. I'm glad that you are on ADHD meds now. They can make such a huge difference. You just started and you're not really noticing a difference, Camp. Interesting. First week you felt focused, but since then it's just been undetectable. Here is a very important thing that my psychologist told me when I started taking ADHD meds, because my psychiatrist was saying that like I should take breaks from taking the meds, and then like have like a medication holiday to kind of reset my brain every once in a while. So allegedly, ADHD meds, they don't stop working. You just like stop noticing the like high from them. So like they should help with the symptoms, but not like get you high. Even if they feel like they're like not working. But then again, of course, it's like any other medication, you're gonna have to like kind of experiment and see what's best for you. Excuse me. I've only gone up one dose in... I don't know how long I've been taking these meds. One year, 2 years. But I have had long breaks without them. And really, like, I started using them really, really regularly when I started getting more active in activism. Because, like, nowadays, it's like I can't afford to have this, to not be working today, you know? I can't afford to, like, not have my brain function today. All right, we are going in with Haunted Polish. I did not buy the Haunted Polish this month because I just really couldn't justify it. The Wilting Rose. Your narcolepsy meds are the same as ADHD meds, and you were never diagnosed with ADHD, but I see how I would be, and I think they work on more on the sleepy than any ADHD. Interesting. If you're someone who experiences monthly cycles, ADHD meds can be less effective during certain times of that cycle. Interesting. I actually don't know if I experience monthly cycles anymore. It has been a long time since I have had a period. And I've been on, like, I have, like, a birth control implant. And I feel like I used to be like, I'm pretty sure I'm on my, I'm pretty sure my, like, cycle is at where my period would be. Sometimes, but nowadays I just don't even notice. Are we focused at all? Are we at all focused? I don't know. You're getting bored of the work, but it's a good gig. Good bennies. So you want to try meds, do it. If you're someone who's, okay. You've read about that. Definitely more official scientific studies on women in ADHD. Absolutely. We absolutely do. It's just so wild to me that I wasn't diagnosed earlier. At the same time, like, I had a few compounding factors, and my mom did suspect that I had ADHD, but I think that, you know, it was just a busy time in our lives when she suspected that, and, like, I was doing okay. But it would have been really nice to not feel like I was really lazy. Because, like, I would want things, but I would have a really hard time, like, you know, I want to go to college and I want to get good grades, but I would have a really hard time, like, doing homework and stuff. Or getting to classes on time. Or when I was working, like, getting to work every day. Gosh, I was pretty good at getting places like on time, but it was just like once I was away from those places, I'd have a really hard time like doing the work at home. Like I could show up to school and like do everything I'm supposed to do at school, or show up to rehearsal and do whatever I was supposed to do at rehearsal. But then if I had to go home and do something, it was really hard for me. And it would have been great to know that like it was not like a personal failing of mine, that I just had like a different style of doing things that made that not as easy for me. But in a lot of ways, I was a lot more competent than a lot of my peers at the things I was good at. And so I think that's why it's so important to get children with ADHD diagnosed, so that they can like understand their value. Because obviously it's not less valuable, it's just differently valuable. And like, I say this all the time, but the idea that there is like one mind that's the way you're supposed to be, and then there's these other ways of being, these neurodivergent ways of being that you're like not supposed to be and need to like fix. I just think it's like not true, man. I just don't think it's right. Like, I do love my ADHD meds. They do help me function in the world that we live in and get the things that I want to get done. So I'm not like at all trying to say like, if you are taking these meds, I'm taking these meds to like, you know, help you thrive, that it's a bad thing. But I do think that it's shitty that like we don't just see different people as having different strengths. You know what I mean? And like, obviously many people do. Obviously I'm overgeneralizing, but like as a society, we don't. Let's see, it's giving you nothing. It's only been 2 weeks. Wellbutrin help some, but too many side effects. I'm on Vyvanse. Highly recommend Vyvanse. It's what's it called? Lisdexamfetamine. It's a 16-hour one. Which is very, very cool, because a lot of these meds, like, you're only supposed to take for like, you know, it's like 4 hours long and you take it twice a day. But Vyvanse is really cool because it's with you all day. But you do have to remember to take it at a reasonable hour, or else it will affect you at night, or it can affect you at night. Fortunately, like most of school, college was a little rough once you started working. That makes sense. Most times they'll let you raw dog life if you get good grades and don't get into trouble. Yep. That's true. There's like a hair in my mouth. Okay, I got it out. You did kind of suck with homework. Yeah, the homework, like, that's the thing, is that like, it was always like, with my schooling, it was always like, my teachers always knew I was really smart and capable of doing like the higher level work. But then like my grades, because of the homework, were bad. So like I did end up getting into AP classes, but only at like the insistence of my professors, my teachers. They were basically like, no, Stephanie is like beyond, she is beyond this shit. Please put her in these AP classes. And they were like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. You were horrible with homework. You passed chemistry doing none of the homework because you got A's in all the tests, so you end up with a C. Yeah. Yeah, you agree. You don't need to be the same. You do like yourself, and you want to be able to fold laundry. Absolutely. Absolutely, Lori. Like, yeah, exactly what I'm saying. Same here, though, you know? I'm like, I do like my ADHD meds. Do I even need another coat? I am going to put on another coat. This one doesn't need another coat. It looks perfectly fine with 2 coats. But I just want to make it as deep as possible. But I really love this jelly-like look with just these two coats. But you know, I also just want to see what it looks like with more coats. Fucking sue me. Hi, Sark. Homework is stupid. Absolutely. You had problems after moving too. Like, you got picked on all the time, and that just killed your interest in school. That sucks. How are you, Sark? Sark, are you going to the Fallout fan celebration? Because I am. Me and my ghoulish partner are going. We're going to be working on making him even more ghoulish this weekend. Yes, I am going. Are you going? When is it? It's November. It's the weekend of November 16th. I just got my fake weapon engraved. I'm gonna be using a fake barbed wire wrapped Yowie paddle. Real Yowie paddle, fake barbed wire wrap. Okay, let me look. Fallout fan celebration. Yes, the 14th to the 16th. I called and I asked specifically. I was like, am I able to bring a light wooden paddle with faked barbed wire on it? And they were like, absolutely. My tummy was just like, no, Stephanie, no. Don't laugh like that. Don't laugh. Son says, I also have many regrets about all of that, but you would have been nice if anyone had given a crap. I'm so sorry, son. Your parents are great. They just weren't overly into school stuff in general. Yeah, my mom was like really into school stuff. Sometimes I think she liked helping out at school more than like, I think my mom did help out at school like after I was done with school. Trying to decide if I want to put a top coat over this before I stamp. I don't think it's necessary, but it would give me like a nice little base. But yeah, we are going to the Fallout fan celebration, and then next weekend I am going to go to the Fallout maze at Universal Hollywood Horror Nights, and I'm very excited about that. Why my tum-tum hurt so much so suddenly? That's what I'd like to know. I'd also like to know how quick dry this Revlon quick dry top coat was. I don't think that Revlon nail polish exists anymore. They're not totally dry. Like, they're dry enough to like the touch. Part of it is your mom's parents weren't super into that, and it was the 70s, and it's not as big of a deal back then. Yeah, definitely kids, like, kid culture has become a whole thing. Like, it's not enough to be a parent. You've got to like be like, I like watch like videos about like, you know, American child worship basically. No, I fucked up my thumb a bit. Get back in there. Okay, if I am fucking up my nails, I'm going to be making out buttons to hand out at the Fallout fan celebration, and also Jet, and perhaps some other chems, because my original character, Cherry Bomb, is a chem dealer. But I'm really excited because I just got hollow overlay films for my buttons. I've had some hollow overlay films for my buttons, but I just got new hollow overlay films for my buttons. And some of them are hearts, and I'm really excited about like taking some of the most popular characters and putting those like heart films over the buttons and then like, I don't know, basically baby girlifying them. You just shared a pic of your friend's cat in Discord, and that is so cute. She's sitting in the window, but in the weirdest position. I've got to see. You've got a big bag full of spent nitrous capsules. Don't ask. And you need a 3D print jet lids for them. Do it. Fucking do it. I do want to ask about your nitrous oxide capsules. All right, let's see this cat. Ooh. Sorry, we do have Khaleesi Selena shared Badlands polishes at Badlands. Pretty sick, if you ask me. Pretty cool. Roaring to Pets. Oh my god. That is the best position I've ever seen. What is even... Okay, I'm finally like starting to understand the position this cat's in. Look how cute this kitty is. Oh my god. Oh wait, I'm not even sharing. Look how cute this kitty is. The brain is gone. The brain is gone. We talk about ADHD and my brain is just like, we're gone. We're out of here. Hello, Izzy. She is so cute. At Burning Man, your friend calls them robot poop. Some camps you can just drag them. Wait, hold on. You have a drag the ground and come up with a ton of them. Oh my god. So are people just huffing nitrous oxide? Also, did you go to Burning Man? I hear that tragedy struck and that they had to close down the orgy dome. My hubs was like, Stephanie, they had to close down the orgy dome at Burning Man. And I was like, no. Well, good, because the orgy dome was closed. So what would you have even done? What is there even to do at Burning Man without the orgy dome? The wind tore up the orgy cardboard. It's not even Burning Man then. A baby was born to someone who did not know they were pregnant. I did hear about that. Nightmare. Absolute fucking nightmare. To suddenly be giving birth to a child and you don't even know. And you're at Burning Man? Absolutely not. She's the sweetest. She just loves every person and every other animal she meets. And she was dumped in the forest preserve. And your friend and her friend found her. And she adopted her. And she immediately wanted to be friends with the dog and the bunny in the house. That's so cute. Also, I did hear about someone being murdered too. I don't remember exactly what happened. But I heard that somebody got murdered. Someone will die of fun. Or maybe just murder. Maybe just a murder most foul. All right, we're going to take this beautiful polish and we're going to make it extremely tacky. Extremely tacky. I need to find a scraper. And a stamper. I'm going to use some cotton rounds. A baby murdered somebody. A baby murdered someone? Wait, is this a joke you're saying, or is this actually happened? Did a baby murder somebody? Honestly, fair play, baby. Fair play to the murder baby. I was so annoyed. Was it Kill Baby Kill that I watched? Where I thought it was gonna be like a swinging 60s kind of horror movie with like a murderous baby or a baby doll or somebody wearing like a baby mask. And then it was just like a gothic horror in a castle. And I was just like, excuse me? This is not what I signed up for. I think it was called Kill Baby Kill. And I was just like, I don't understand. It was wrong when you heard baby murder. First thought was a circle of life. Fair play murder baby is your exotic cannibal hot dog bar dancer name. I love that. Ah! All right. I've got to decide which flower I want to do. They're all so good. They're all so good. I'm tempted by this one and I'm tempted by this one. I think I'll do this one. Oh, I gotta make sure I have a stamper. I gotta make sure I have a stamper. Here is a stamper. It's even pretty much clean. All right. So we're just gonna put a metallic orange on this shit. And we're gonna see if it looks good. Oh, let me make sure that's like fully scraped. It might be too scraped, actually. Oh no, it's working. It is 100% a vibe. I'm honestly pretty in love with this. It is 100% a vibe. I do hope that you dance under the name Fair Play Murder Baby. The colors are all just so vibrant, but they're so different. It kind of just like has an inherent multi-chrome vibe to it, because like my eye just doesn't know what to even do. It's just like, what the fuck is happening here? So let's see. Let's do... I was gonna fill up the whole thing because I believe in love, you know? All right, got that. I hardly ever just do a pattern, but whatever I do, I really love it. I'll hold these up to the camera when I'm done. Thank you for the lurk. Did I just drop my scraper? I did. I am so happy with this. I thought it was just gonna look like pretty ugly, and I was down for that. I was like, we can have it look pretty ugly. That can just be the vibe today. But honestly, it's looking super cute. All right. Another. There's this, hold on, I'll hold it up. I'll hold up like my thumb with, they're not cleaned up yet, but I'll hold up my thumb at like 40 or 35, 30. Look at that. There. It looks even better in person. All right, let's put it back at normal. And then when I'm like fully done, I'll give y'all a closer look. Isn't it good? I like this a lot. I'm loving it. Yeah, there's so many things I want to hand out at the Fallout fan celebration, but mostly buttons and chems. But I just got to decide what chems I'm going to bring. Cherry Bomb is a jet lover, though. So definitely jet. And I got to go around telling people that the jet will make them jittery. Because there's a line in Fallout 4 where if like somebody thinks they hear you and then they like don't hear you, they'll be like, the jet'll make you jittery. That's what she said. And I want to be she. I'm going to hand people the jet and be like, watch out, it'll make you jittery. So that later on, they'll be like, the jet'll make you jittery. That's what she said. They'll be like, it was me. That was me. I said that. Oh my God. Sark, I have not played. Okay. My computer like stopped working with, my computer has this thing where it's got like, I don't know. It advertises it has like a built-in gamepad or some shit. And for some reason, all of my Bethesda games stopped working with it. Right around the time I would have gotten super into Fallout 76. And I still want to get into Fallout 76. but I haven't yet. But I'm aware of Pipe is Life, and I have been meaning to make Pipe is Life pins. The jet will make you see mysterious strangers. I do hope that we see some mysterious strangers. But yeah, tomorrow, me and some friends are gonna be face casting Husbando to turn Husbando into a ghoul. I'm very excited. And he's been working on his ghoul voice. It's very cute. It's very, very cute. So he says it's great, but also a trap because cool digital things. Yeah. I have since fixed it, but I fixed it so I could play Oblivion. I could play Oblivion Remastered and then finally get into vampires. Oblivion is like, we've made vampires as unsexy as possible. And I was like, these are the vampires, or specifically, this is the vampire I will finally find sexy. I mean, now given, like, vampires aren't not sexy in general. It's just that, like, I haven't found my piece of media that makes me like, I love vampires. Until I met Vicente Valtieri. Yeah, I'm really excited. It's the first time I'll have made prosthetics. I do have a bit of a theater makeup background, but I've never sculpted onto a face and made a prosthetic. Like a custom prosthetic. But like, nowadays I sculpt all the time, just really, really small scale. So I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine and fun, and we'll have a good time. Yeah, exactly. We made vampires unsexy. Challenge accepted. I was like, you don't know my life. Look, it's all about personality. And when Vicente Valtieri says that you are like a dark gift from the Night Mother herself, how can you not feel that in your loins? It's impossible. You will feel it in your loins. As I have felt it. I started what was supposed to be like a 2-month-long fanfic exercise. And it's taken longer than 2 months. So hopefully someday that'll be out there and I will finally also finish my The Boy fanfic. I need to figure out exactly what I'm doing with The Boy fanfic because I want to do a lot of exposition, but I also don't feel like doing a lot of exposition. That's honestly my problem. Is exposition. Alright, alright. Colette started streaming and you are lurking in her stream, but I have your stream at 71% volume and she was louder than you at 9%. That is so fucking wild. I feel like I'm the loudest person in the world. For Colette to be louder than me, I have to up my game. I have to work on being louder. But yeah, I'm glad you all appreciate my my handy people jet and telling them that it'll make them jittery. I am the reason that Raiders say that she said the jet will make you jittery. Her streams always have to keep below 10% because for some reason hers are so much louder. That's so weird. Hello, Tiffany, by the way. Hello, hello. I want to play this horror game called Captured that I saw Jacob and Julia from Drawfee playing the other day. And it looks like it's very much themed after Skinamarink. Like when they started the game, there was a little like ad window in the bottom for Captured 2. And it had one of those like telephones that is, you know, very Skinamarink coded. One of those like 80s or 90s children's telephones with the eyes and the face. And then also when you like meet your first like demon person, he sounds like just like the demon in Skinamarink or whatever that creature is in Skinamarink. And I actually stopped watching the stream because I was like, I want to play this on my own. This looks like really fun. Yeah, it was so funny, LaQueer. I felt so seen and validated during bingo, and you were like, Oblivion vampires finally got you into vampires, and it's like, yeah, I know. It's not supposed to be that way. It was never supposed to be this way, and yet. It's cat medicine time, everybody. It is cat medicine time. But if they didn't want you to be in love with Vicente, then they shouldn't have written him like that.
Alright, where's the medicine?
Hub just walked in with Shepard after I said it was cat medicine time, and he's like, okay, where's the medicine?
We can fix her, right?
We can fix her. Yeah, we can make her less like this.
Ow. Ow.
Sorry, we don't have any medicine for the cat yet, but when we find a medicine that will cure her, then we'll do it. If we can find a medicine that will just make Shepard a little less tyrannical. That's the thing about Shepard, is she's so cute. But what you don't understand is the tyranny. It's the tyranny. Because Shepard's like, I'm so cute, you will love me now. I'm using a thicker cleanup brush because that one was taking forever. You're here, you're queer! You have half a watermelon up in your lap. I'm so proud of you. I was just talking about Secret Sleepover Society and captured that game I want to play that I stopped watching the stream for. I was also talking about my vampire lover. As well, you know, I'm always talking about my vampire lover. I do feel bad for Bromsey. So as I said, I have kind of abandoned the fic temporarily to be horny for this vampire. But I'll be back. I always come back. Yes. But yeah, in that first room where they hear the demon being like, come in, I won't hurt you, or whatever he says, it sounds just like Skinamarink. And that's when I stopped watching that episode. Because I was like, you know, I think that I would enjoy playing this game on my own. I want to play it while... I want to play it, like, with headphones on, but, like, with Husbando in the same room. That's how I watched what I think is maybe the most scary movie ever made, which is, excuse me, which is, oh, what's it called? Sinister? I think Sinister is maybe the scariest movie ever made, and I'm not the only person that thinks that. But Sinister 2 sucks balls. Sinister 2 is bad. There's a room in my heart for multiple fictional men. There absolutely is. Because you get it. Lucien Lachansky, get it for a serial killer. Look, Vicente is also a serial killer. Yeah, Lucien Lachance, I could see being into Lucien Lachance, but he told me to kill my boo, and that's not gonna happen. Okay, it did happen, actually, but I did preserve his soul. I have room in my heart for so many fictional men. Infinite fictional men and one real one. Just one real one. We're going in with some smudge-free top coat. I have to say, this risky combo is absolutely everything. Highly recommend metallic orange stamping polish over a, like, purple and green base. Highly recommend. The Dark Brotherhood is absolutely the best part of any Elder Scrolls game. And by any, I pretty much just mean Skyrim and Oblivion, because they're the only ones I've played. But it took me years of playing Skyrim to actually play the Dark Brotherhood questline, because I was like, I'm a good girl, and I don't kill people. Even in video games, I don't kill people, because I'm so morally superior. And then I got bored, as morally superior people tend to get. And then I did start the murder. I did start murdering. And honestly, 10 out of 10. In fiction, in a video game, in Minecraft, no, in Oblivion. In Oblivion and in Fallout and in Skyrim. I'll do the murder. All right, we still need to put like the good top coat on. But let's focus. Hell yeah. You're a good girl. I don't kill people. And then I got bored. Exactly. That's why it's so important to have hobbies. Thank you. All right, I'm going to use the SE gel setter. It is very old SE gel setter. So, who knows if it will set the gel or not. I'm so happy with them. And like they would look so good with this being like a pumpkin motif. Oh, 20? 20%'s looking better today. I feel like you can see my nails better at 20%. I'm pretty surprised. What about 15? 15 might even be better. Save a life, have a hobby. Yes, you're super late. I did Haunted Polish, the Wilting Rose. I'll come back up to 35. I'm just like telling you my focus. And I did an orange metallic over it. I've been really into metallic nail art recently. I couldn't tell you why. But honestly, it's such a vibe. It looks even better in person. By the way, Sark, if you're still here, have you seen Satyricon? I feel like you would have seen Satyricon. Honestly, you're so right, though. Save a life, have a hobby is honestly really good advice. Because some people do not have enough going on in their life. And especially nowadays with the interwebs, this is so thick. I'm going to put some thinner in this. Yeah. Nowadays with the internet, I do feel like people who don't have hobbies, who don't have a fulfilling enough life, like, if not physical violence, they do choose violence. Should make a sign or a PSA. I'll make a sticker. Yes, the Fellini flick. We're watching it today because I love it so much, except for the one scene that I'm going to skip. I've been calling it Dude, Where's My Twink? Because every September we celebrate Psych-tember. And like 2 years ago, a friend recommended Satyricon and Zardoz. And I was like, I'll watch Zardoz. I'm not going to watch Satyricon yet. But then I watched Satyricon and I was like, I get it. There is a trans wedding in this movie. You will not see it coming. Except for I'll probably start saying, I love him! That's another thing, you want meds to like your hobbies again. That's so valid. That's so valid. But yeah, I fucking love Satyricon. Is it problematic? Absolutely. Okay, I'm not going to use this today. I think maybe I'll use my cuticula just to like give it a chance. Just to like give it a chance. Yeah, I'm in no way trying to shame using meds. Like I said, I take meds. I take meds. And one thing that my meds do, oddly, for my ADHD, is they actually help me with my emotional regulation. And I think it's because I'm able to like, I'm able to retrieve information faster, if that makes sense. And like remember myself and be like, hey, getting super fucking mad right now isn't gonna help you. maybe you should like calm your tits. My go-to negative feeling is like frustration and like anger. If I like encounter a hold up in my path, I'm like angry about it. And the ADHD really helps me like remember that like I don't gotta be angry. The medicine rather. I don't gotta be angry about it. But I mean, obviously like you can't change the way that you feel, but like I can cope more effectively with that feeling. I can sit with that feeling and just accept it. Calm your tits, save a life, have a hobby. Absolutely. Interesting. Wellbutrin's never worked for me. I did take it for a little bit when I was younger, and that might have helped me a little bit with some depression I was having. But like, I've always needed something to calm me, and I found that like with my depression, Prozac and Prozac variations have been like the calming meds. So I've been on like, I've been on fluvoxamine for years and years and years. First I was on Prozac for years and years and years. And I really liked it, honestly. But then we upped me to fluvoxamine, which is like, it's kind of just like Prozac on steroids. Powerzac. And honestly, I loved it. I love it still. But yeah, that calms me. Even though like I've had like things where they're like, you're low on dopamine, and actually Prozac doesn't really work on dopamine. It really helps me. Prozac's so good. Both those meds made you feel sick. They're not for everybody, that's for sure. That's the thing about especially psych meds. When you're taking a psych med, you're really just treating a symptom. And in many ways, it's like, we don't know what's going to actually treat the symptom. We just kind of like grouped symptoms together and are like, this will probably work. And for many people, it does. But there's also so many different things going on. Like, I've had conversations with people because they've gone on psych meds and they're like, but I'm not getting better. And I'll be able to be like, but there's a lot of things in your life that like somebody with a perfectly healthy mental, like someone with like perfect neural passageways can still be miserable. And in fact, it makes sense in many situations to be miserable. Like you can't, your medicine's not going to just make you happy. Not saying this as a response to anybody specifically in the audience. All this just to say that meds and mental health are very complicated. Yeah, it won't fix a problem, but allow you to live your life around it where you couldn't before. Yeah, or allow you to see the problem to fix it. I think that's another big thing is like, can I get myself a little bit of clarity so that like I can fix this problem? I'm sorry you had an annoying cat medicine time. You had to taper off because it made you so sick. I'm so sorry. Help with the analysis paralysis. You currently take Prozac for anxiety. So anything you're taking combos. Interesting. I didn't even know you could take Wellbutrin with Prozac. But yeah, Prozac for anxiety makes total sense to me. Total sense to me. Lithium was your favorite psych med. It made everything so calm, but damn, the side effects were rough. That sucks. Turns out you're okay with just anxiety meds and some needed stronger anxiety meds. That makes sense. It's like narcolepsy meds. It doesn't cure it. It doesn't even make it perfect, but it makes it so you can be conscious for the most of the day, which is better than nothing. Yeah. Interesting. I have to check that out. I wonder if that would be good for me. I thought you had to take them. I thought you couldn't take them together for some reason. I've never taken them together. Bashed my thumb a little bit. And I'm nervous because I'm not wearing my glistening glow. Well, beauty did make your knees hurt. And that and muscle tremors. Treating your depression helped you suffer your anxiety issues and treat those too. That's amazing. But yeah, ADHD meds have done a lot to help me. And also just knowing I have ADHD. Just knowing like I said before, just knowing that there wasn't anything like wrong with me. I think I'm gonna use this orange pixie dust for my other hand. What do y'all feel about this orange Zoya pixie dust that I inherited from my friend? I do need to decide what polishes I'm gonna send her. I guess I should just shop from like glistening from well, yes, glistening glow. But a lot of like, you know, one of my favorite brands obviously is Plus Life Lacquer. So maybe I should just buy her a few Plus Life lacquers, maybe a few Garden Path lacquers. I don't know. I gotta decide because she's in Mexico, so I can send her these things now. The diagnosis was healing for you too. Like, yes, my brain's in fact broken. I'm not just a shitty human being. Yes. Yeah. And being able to learn tactics, like being able to learn ways of dealing with stuff that like I might not have thought could work before, or just didn't have the level of kindness to myself to make work before, if that makes sense. You were tempted not to top coat your lurid with reflective glitter and flakies beneath the summer sun. You should top coat that. Why would you not top coat that? Is my question. Why on earth? I need to go buy some China Glaze Strong Adhesion base coat. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. I'll go to Sally Beauty. I think I'm gonna do one layer of this pixie dust, and then I'm gonna do a top coat, and then I'm gonna do another layer of the pixie dust to give it a little bit more structure. Is this Beatrix? This is Dara. Dara trademark. Not everyone's allowed to have a polish called Dara, apparently. You wanted to touch the dry polish with your salad fingers, but it is literal sandpaper. I don't know why that cracked me up so much. I want to touch the polish with your salad fingers. Small brush. I could upgrade the brush. Who was it? You, son? Was it you who sent me that like absolute motherload of Zoya brushes? I feel like it was you. But honestly, this isn't too bad. And look at that color payoff. I really don't think I'm gonna need more than 2 coats. Beautiful. Yeah, you sent me like 22. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. They've been amazing. My hair is not the business right now. But thank you so much for the Zoyas. They've been amazing. The Zoya brushes. They've been amazing. I have a lot of Cirque brushes too. And like, it's just an amazing feeling whenever I'm like, this brush is too skinny, to just be able to sub it out. But if you're a baller in a shot collar, it doesn't matter the size of the brush. Am I always a baller in a shot collar though? No. Because you're okay with the skinny brush and somehow got a bunch of them free as a gift with purchase. Interesting. Because this one is lumpy on purpose, I don't really need the wide brush for it. Yeah, flat brushes are better than round brushes pretty much always. I hate it. I hate it so much when someone has a thick and round brush, which is mostly LA Colors. I don't know if they still do, but the thick and round brush, and it's just like, oh my God, why do you want me to die? Why are you trying to kill me? All right, I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna put some Glisten and Glow on top to just get it like, you know, like a Sun actually, I think, taught me this technique where if you're wearing a textured polish, you can put like a layer of top coat before you put the last layer of top coat. Your brush, it's so girthy. It is so girthy. I'm like tempted to show this to you right now, to show you the girth. Oh my God, I saw a shirt. I got a shirt, or saw a shirt that I'm so tempted to get. It said like, it's like a picture of like two pigs, and it says like the girthiest hog at the such and such fair, and I'm like, Lord, why do you tempt me? Why do you tempt me with this? With the girthiest hog? Let me see if I can get this polish without ruining my mani. We'll see. We'll see. I got a few in case one of them didn't deliver. And I did not fuck up my nails. Thank you very much. I did get this shirt that's so good. And I should have worn it. Oh, I wore it at Polish Pickup Bingo. It's these two pigeons that look like they're having like this like serious like quiet argument in each other's ears. And it says, I alone shall get this bread. And I think it's very funny because I am definitely a socialist. All right, so like, let's compare like the girthiest hog. Look at this girthy hog versus like the Zoya. And then even if we compare it to other brushes that are like flat, but still wide, it's like, look at the girthiness of this hog. You know, like they're the same, but then like, look how, see? You see? Do you see how fucking thick that shit is? Oh my God. LA Colors still fucks. Like, it's still great, but like, these brushes, these brushes are something else. Reminds me, there's a sweatshirt with a collegiate university font that says cheese slut. Oh my God, that's so good. That's so good. I gave Barney not one but two snack choices after his meds, one of which he spit out a piece of the pill and I never found it, but since it was broken, I'm not sure if it was a smaller piece or the bigger piece, and he didn't want either. And now sitting here staring at you like, where is my treat? What a fucking bastard. You feel like you have an LA Colors with a girthy flat brush, but you could be remembering wrong. You might. Girthy hogs are tempting. Girthy brushes are better. I would rather have a girthy hog than a girthy brush. Oh, I mean, depends on if it's a round brush or a flat brush. If it's a flat brush, I'll accept its girthiness. If it's a round brush, perhaps not. I ordered 2 bottles of Glisten and Glow from Polish Pickup, and I'll probably order more from their website, because there's like 8 people I want to give Glisten and Glow to. Do y'all feel that whenever you have a friend that like doesn't know about top coat, you're just like, I have to get you Glisten and Glow. Like I have to, I have to be the one to get you Glisten and Glow. Is it just me? I'm like, I'm gonna change your life right now. You're not like that. I am like that. But you don't have Glisten and Glow either. Are you like that about any top coat? Because also top coat in general. If I could tell you the amount of times I've had people be like, my nail polish doesn't stay nice, and you're like, are you using top coat? And they're like, what? It's like, it's too damn high. Like the rent, it is too damn high. All right, all right, all right. We're gonna let that dry. And then we are going to do a top layer. Top coat that bish. Exactly, exactly. Most of your interactions are with guys who don't wear polish. My interactions a lot have been with people who wear just purple polish. I did give one of them a bottle of Synthetic Symphony because I was like, you deserve this. And they were like, no, don't do it. And I was like, yes, I'm doing it. I'm giving you one of my precious bottles of Synthetic Symphony. One of my like 8 bottles. All right. So that is basically dry enough. We had a friend like you. You discovered top coat 5 years ago. Well, same here, really. But that's because that's when I started doing my nails. Like, I had done my nails in the past. Like, you know, any other random person might do their nails. But, like, 5 years ago was when I actually learned how to do my nails. Like, for real, for real. I never thought I could be the kind of person who could, like, actually, like, paint their nails within the lines and stuff. But it turns out I actually have pretty good fine motor skills and stuff. But also a huge thing that so many people who struggle with like fine motor skills and things like nail polish application or mini painting or any kind of art like that, they don't give themselves enough stability. People are like, I don't understand why my nails don't turn out good. And I'm like, put your hands on a damn table. You can't do it that way. You feel like Synthetic Symphony is a bit dustier looking on you. It's okay, but you like saturated. It feels more bright. It doesn't look dusty on me. Here's your hot take. You like saturated better than... Oh, saturated. Better than Synthetic Symphony, but you don't like Orly now either way. Yeah, they are very, very close. Yes, I still like... Much like the reason for the hatred of Orly, I was such a huge fan of Harry Potter. And in ways that will never leave me, because, you know, the evilness of that lady did not touch every single moment of my life involved with that. Like, yeah, she was part of it, but I allow myself to have my memories I made with my friends and myself and my Wolfstar fanfic. So I still allow myself to have my good Orly memories, but it's just like, you have betrayed me now, and I will complain about it forever. I'm so excited. I like never wear a pixie dust. And if I got the brand that won't be named themed bottles get me. The themed bottles get you, yes. Their themed bottles are very nice. Look how thematic. We are in the season. 'Tis the season to be spooky and to wear orange and purple and green. I'm so happy. This makes me so fucking happy. I'm so happy with this. It's so cute. It's just so stinking cute. All your stuff from them is pre-collab, so you'll still use it. Yes, exactly. I have some post-collab stuff because I couldn't get them to stop sending it to me. I will have the entire Decades collection because I couldn't get them to stop sending it to me, and I gave up, and it's just gonna arrive. It's 100 degrees Fahrenheit, but I'm in the mood for fall. Thus dang weather. Exactly. Same. I'm just gonna, you know, like, we're just gonna be in the mood. I mean, honestly, usually October's really warm here anyway. So, like, what is fall? What is fall? The secondary colors are all your favorites. They're so good. They're so good. I didn't even realize these were all secondary colors. And suddenly the weather was like, yep, fall now. Yeah, I've definitely had like Halloweens where it's been like 100 fucking degrees. And of course I'm hoping to not have that this year, but like I'm not expecting, I ain't expecting no miracles. By the way, Halloween is on a Friday. I don't know if Halloween is on a movie night. Let's see. So movie night on the 19th, on the 3rd. Oh my God, October 3rd. 17th. Oh my God, 3 October movie nights. 3 October movie nights. If I can, no promises. There is a chance that I will have other plans on the 31st. But hopefully, even if I do, I could just like do a short movie night on the 31st and then go to those plans. But we have a stream and a movie night on Halloween. I will probably dress up as Bromsy or dress up as Cherry Bomb. Or just dress up as Stephanie from Fallout. Because I should have my vault suit by then. I should have it. I'm so excited about my vault suit. Hopefully right now it's like it should be, they're like we got your pre-shipping, but I haven't seen it go to like shipping, but it should be made to my specifications. It should be able to fit my big old fat ass. You got 50k channel points almost to the shrimp. Hell yeah, hell yeah. You usually get your first snow on Halloween. That's so cool. For us, always different Halloween. We've had it way too hot, like in the 70s, and we also had 3/4 of a snow year later, so we can't plan ahead. 70s is brisk here. The 70s is brisk. I would love a Halloween at 70 degrees. Halloween at 70 degrees would be perfect. Perfect like these nails. Let's, okay, so hopefully I won't fuck up these nails, but we can take a moment. So recently I decided that I am just going to super glue. I'm just going to super glue the lids, the caps onto my polishes, or the cabochons. Because the thing is, I'm not going to sell these. And even if I do, like, I'm not like selling them. Ah, I did fuck it up. I did. You should have known, Stephanie. You should have known better. I'm just gonna, it's just a pixie dust. I'm just gonna unfuck it. Yes. I would love a month in the 70s. In the time and in the temperature. You ordered Holo Taco and just went to make sure you got the confirmation. You already have notifications on the way. That's amazing. That is incredible. Do I have a nipper? Or am I just going to let these be unnipped? Honestly, I can just let these be unnipped. It's fine. It's totally fine. I say through gritted teeth. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Who would want to nip the little tips off of them anyway? What kind of disgusting pervert would do that? Me. It's me. I'm the disgusting pervert. It's me. All right. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Oh, there's the nippers, though. There's the nippers. Yes, I can see you. Did you say something I missed? Did you say something I missed? What is so fucking rad? You're still hunting for Sassy Nipop Blanc dupe. I would check out OPI, honestly. OPI also sucks, but it's not so personal. Sometimes when things suck in a personal way, you've got to just take it personally. All right, let's go to this. So we need my light green. This light green is Ivy League, and if I put it on the top, it is... Oh, it says it on the side, too. Okay. We got our Gorilla Super Glue. And let's glue it. Because, yeah, I'm not going to sell these. And even if I do, whoever's going to buy them are going to be buying them for the color, not for, like, the pristine bottle. And if somebody wants to sell it after I die and are upset that I did it this way, then I'm going to be dead. And it's really not going to be any of my problem. There's a label on the side. There's a label on the side. It says it right there. On the side as well. All right. Bat Squatch. I just hate it when these come off when I'm like using the nail polish. I thought about it. I was like, should I? And then I saw it on the side. I was like, okay. I have done it before. Where I've covered it, but it's like... I've had to like get over some labels. Like that fridge. That fridge gets like really like... The condensation in that fridge is ridiculous. But it's better to leave my thermal polishes in there than keep them out away from the condensation. But their labels actually get like, their labels get ruined. And so I just kind of have to accept that their labels are going to get ruined. But I'll still be able to use them. Wait, nothing important. You got distracted by work. It's hard to get worried. It's not going to happen. Nope. You're still here with us. I did do really cute nails, though. I did do really cute nails. I don't know if you saw the really cute nails that I did. But they are Haunted Polish, the Wilting Rose, with orange metallic stamping polish over it. And I think it's so fucking cute. Like, I'm honestly amazed at how cute this is. It wasn't meant to be this cute. But yeah, it's just like so Halloween-y. I did just some mid-century modern flowers off of my Hit the Bottle mid-century modern flower plate. So they're like, you know, Halloween adjacent. I got both of my... Yeah, I think I will get my friend some Garden Path lacquers. Thank you, thank you. Because they're like, they know how to actually do a shimmer graphic. Like, I've seen other people try to do a shimmer graphic, but they are not Garden Path lacquers. I guess is, or did we just have we just had a polish pickup rewind. I'm like, maybe I should wait for a polish pickup rewind for her, but we just had one, so I'm not gonna wait that long. Get her grandpa's garden. You're like, there you go. You're now part of the grandpa's garden cult. Just as you've always wanted to be. Thank you. I was trying to get a little bit of this glue off the side. Okay. Yeah. This is Grandpa's Poison. We're running out of room on my table. All right, what else do we got? We got this, it was it baby girl lacquer, Rubik's Cube. Yeah, it was 2 months ago. A little too late / too early for that. Gotta go rinse out your hair. Okay, thanks for hanging out with us while you do your hair. I hope it turns out great. Ugh. Oh, I can't squeeze my fingers because they have polish on them. No, I keep like accidentally like... I keep like over gluing. I need like another paper towel to just like wipe up the super glue. I need to be more careful with my supered glue. Extra thick super glue would work really well for this. You just gave up trying to refrigerate your thermals. Your fridge still works, but yours conked out last year. It also leaked a lot, so annoying. You got the red Frigidaire and you recently got a warning. It was recalled. What? I did not get a warning about this one being recalled. I am so sorry yours had that issue. If I didn't keep my thermals in here, I would keep them in like our main fridge. I would like, I will not keep my thermals out of the fridge. You cannot make me. I will fight for my right to keep my thermals in the fridge. But yeah, my fridge does still work. I'm so sorry I led you astray though. If you got the red Frigidaire because of mine. Okay. I'm not even showing y'all my gluing. My gluing's like off screen. There we go. So beauteous. So beautiful. Yay! They're rock hard. That's how I like them. Rock hard. Yeah. Nothing can keep me, because like now that I am confident I can keep thermals, honestly, nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me. I should have put a thermal on today. That's my only problem with having the thermal fridge, is that I forget that I have thermals I can use. I'm gonna sound this a little bit, open its holes. I'm gonna stretch the super glue's holes. Hopefully that will help. Ugh. That's the problem, is that like, it's hard to push it out, and then I push it out too hard, and then there's too much. You got it because you remind you of Nuka-Cola, but you learned it from me and Danny. Okay. They need to make a Nuka-Cola fridge. Speaking of special fridges, if anybody out there has a G Fuel fridge, that is a fucking collector's item now. Honestly, I would love to have my thermals in a G Fuel fridge. G Fuel is going out of business. And I'm so sad, and I blame fucking Trump, of course, because I'm sure it is his fault. And I loved G Fuel. Have I bought it in the last year and a half? No. Yeah, I was surprised too. Like, a lot of people I know really like G Fuel. Not excluding me. Me and Nikki used to bond over it. We still have a lot of old G Fuel. That's like over a year old. Easy crazy. I am really denting up this pixie dust. Good thing it's a pixie dust and it doesn't really matter. You know, it was just a really convenient way if you like caffeine. And their theming was really fun. I really like the Sonic Peach rings. Jesus Christ. Really fucking up this nail. I need like quick dry drops. I've never actually tried quick dry drops, but I need them. Congratulations. Are you coming to Satyricon, Luna? I'm very excited. I should have cut off the little end there. Maybe I can do that later. Maybe I can go back and do that. All right. We've got to be so special with this one. So like careful with this one, because this is my ashes when they cremate me. And this has just really become one of my favorite polishes. It's just so fucking special. It's the thing is that it's so pretty and the bottle's so beautiful and so nice to hold. And when people ask me about it, I can say it's called my ashes when they cremate me, and it's really funny. So really just an all-around joy and pleasure to have. Hell yeah! I'm so excited. I am so excited to see what y'all think about Satyricon. It's a wild ride. It's an absolute wild ride. Y'all know we save the best movies for September. Like, September just is the month. I mean, it's Psychtember. So if you're in the mood for something that's just psychedelic, where like you both turn your mind off and keep your mind on, this is the month for you. And then in 2 weeks, we're gonna be doing a double feature. This week we're doing it for the boys. This week we're hearing it for the boys. Next week we're hearing it for the girls. So this week we're doing Satyricon, and then in 2 weeks we're first doing Sucker Punch. Hell yeah! When's your birthday, Luna? Are you a Virgo or is it a Libra? Or is it Libras that come after Virgos? All right. I have finished the swatching that I started at the beginning of the stream. We're gonna let these bottles cure for a little longer, and then I will put them away. But look at these beautiful jewels. That's what I love about putting these cabochons on top of my polishes. They look like beautiful jewels. I almost did Virgo Aries love nails today because I love Virgos. I love Virgos so much. I love them so much I married one. And Virgo and Aries is not supposed to be a particularly compatible combo, but we fucking make it work. If y'all need tips on supporting and loving your Virgo, I'm your girl. Hell yeah. Virgo is, in my opinion, the sexiest sign. Mostly because, you know, I have made sex to the Virgos. I might do it later on too. Do you want to tell me when your birthday is? You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me like live in chat, but I do like to have a general idea of when birthdays are. I mean, yours has to be in the next like week or two, or earlier this week. What I think I want to do, so my favorite tarot card, as many of you know, is the Strength Tarot card. And what I think would be really lovely, either to commission or draw myself, or just make a nail art of, would be yes, Virgo Aries is Jenna and Julian. It is the 15th. Okay, so you're a cuspy. You're very close to the cusp. Hell yeah. I should make a note of that. Oh yeah, and we were talking about watching. What were we talking about watching for your birthday? You brought up watching a movie. We were thinking about the 12th, but I can't make it that day. I have 18 different plans that day, and I'm only doing one of them. Luna, September 15th. Oh, you're a week from the cusp. Oh yeah, because it's like the 20. Okay, okay. I always think that Virgo is more in August, but no, it's more in September, isn't it? Anyway, what I would like to do is have a piece of art that is like the Virgo, like Virgo as the lady. If you, let me show you the strength card in case you don't know it. I just feel like the strength card is so beautiful. And also I did a version of it with Brahms and Greta from The Boy. Because when Greta goes all Dami mommy at the end of The Boy, that's like, that's the epitome of the strength card for me. A Dami mommy is the epitome of the strength card. Open image and new tab. All right, let me share, screen share. So yeah, I think it'd be really cool to do like a Virgo virgin and then like a ram. I would really like that as like a symbol of like my husbando and I's love for each other. My husbando has tamed the ram, and the ram is tamed because it wishes to be. I think I'm anything specific in mind, but yeah, we're not doing a movie night that week. Yeah, and sadly we are not doing a movie night that week. Man, this is a really good image. Look how crisp. You can like see the staining on the card. That's amazing. I love this card so much. Yeah. Thank you. I think it'd be very fun. I think it'd be very nice to have around the house. It'd be perfect if we were Virgo and Leo, but I'm not a Leo. I am an Aries. And I like being an Aries. I do and don't believe in astrology and tarot. The tarot cards I'm more into for their symbolism. I just really like, I like looking at the pictures and deriving meaning from them. But yeah, I've been making not this print, but like I bought a set of PDFs of this done in neon pastels. And I've just been like, not selling, but just giving out free pins made with them to friends and other people. Because I feel like it's, you know, it's really important, especially if you're in a non-violent social movement, as I am, to remember that strength comes in all shapes and sizes and varieties. And also, like, my favorite book series, Kushiel's Dart, it stars a woman who is a masochist and a submissive. It's about a woman who is a masochist and a submissive, and her big mantra basically is that which yields is not always weak, and I really love that as well. There's a lot of sayings from Kushiel's Dart and the Kushiel series. I've only read the first 3 books because I started the second series of books and it was too much for me. The last book in Kushiel's Dart was like in the Kushiel's Chosen series. I don't remember exactly what it's called. But it's by Jacqueline Carey. And I recommend Kushiel's Dart and those 3 books. But the last book in that series was so intense. I'm really glad that I was listening to it, because if I was reading it, I probably would have had to put it down and not finish it. But honestly, to me, they're just kind of like biblical texts. Like, I really derive strength from those stories. But there's a lot of great mantras in that, because there's a lot of like religious symbolism and stuff. And so like my favorite one is all knowledge is worth having. That's kind of like our like family mantra. And what was the other one that I love too? Oh, love as thou wilt. Love as thou wilt is the other one. But yeah, look at my polishes. They're here, they're queer, you're used to it. But yeah, we are going to be watching Satyricon tonight. If problematic things from the past give you an anxiety attack, this one may not be for you. But if you are interested and are willing to let yourself have a good time, and see sick ass trans wedding. I'm probably really overselling this wedding, but it's my absolute favorite part of the movie. It's so good. Then come join us in the Discord. You must be 18 plus. You must be queer friendly. Otherwise, it is not an option. If you would like to join us in the Discord, you must. But other than that, yeah, you come and hang out, and we're going to watch the movie at 5 p.m. PST. And then in 2 weeks, we are going to watch Sucker Punch, and we are going to watch Suspiria. So this week for the boys, next week for the girls. And I'm really excited about both of those. I've been wanting to watch Sucker Punch with y'all for the entire time I've been doing these movie nights, because I think it's an underappreciated masterpiece, honestly. And actually, Sucker Punch and Suspiria are kind of like, they really go together in my mind, because they are both by directors who I don't otherwise appreciate that much. But both of these movies, they like co-created with their wives. Sucker Punch, was it Zack Snyder? Is that who made Sucker Punch? I think it was Zack Snyder. Yeah, Zack Snyder. Yeah, I think he wrote it with, it was Snyder. Yeah. He, like, I think co-directed it with his wife or something. His wife was definitely involved. And then same for Suspiria. Dario Argento's wife was very heavily involved in Suspiria. They were both really, like, given to the ladies, and in my opinion, made two feminist masterpieces, in my humble opinion. So I'm very excited to share that with you. I did watch the audio commentary for for Sucker Punch, and also some of the other special features on the Blu-ray that we had. And it was really funny, because I have all of these opinions about Sucker Punch from the point of view of mostly a PTSD survivor and abuse survivor, for how I, like, see it. We are watching Suspiria again in the double feature with Sucker Punch. It's gonna be male directors I don't like that much when they worked with their wives and made something super fucking awesome that they couldn't have made if their wives weren't involved. And also psychedelic. They're both also very psychedelic. So yeah, we're gonna watch Sucker Punch next week, and then after that evening, we're gonna watch Suspiria. But yeah, I was watching the audio commentaries and stuff, and, like, Zack Snyder and his wife could not have said more different shit than I would have said. Obviously, I didn't make it, but, like, Zack Snyder was just like, look at this shot we did. Do you see this shot? Look at the shot that we did. Look how this, like, this thing is happening. Look at whatever. Like, look at the special effects. And then we watched it last Halloween, or last September. So I think we watched it like a year ago. We might have watched it more recently. Maybe we watched it for my birthday. But somebody mentioned they hadn't seen it in a long time, so I wanted to watch it again. But yeah, so Zack Snyder was like, look at these special effects, and his wife was just like, it's like girl power, you know? Girl power. Yeah, girl power. And I was just like, this movie means so much to me, and the creators are just like, yeah, it looks so cool. Girl power. And I'm like, it is just incredible, the different things that we get from movies. Because, like, these are not the things I would be saying. I would be, like, explaining how this is an allegory for PTSD and whatever. But, like, maybe they just assume that you get that. I got that. If it's not an allegory for that, then it actually is, and they were wrong. But it is. There's no way that they didn't know that. There is literally zero way they didn't know that. Anyway, if you haven't seen Sucker Punch, you're probably like, what the fuck? But yeah, watch Sucker Punch with me in 2 weeks. But watch Satyricon with me today. If you want to see gorgeous men being catty, looking for their missing twink, marrying trans women, going to a ghost house, getting their penises fixed, then you're gonna want to join us tonight. There's also a giant stone head. So really, it has everything you want. Anyway, I should take off. Thank you all so much for being here today and listening to my rambling. I really appreciate it. I love you all so much. I will see you tonight, and I will see you next week. And we're just gonna have a great time.